This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes, creators of the world's best repair manuals. Fix your car or truck the right way with our accurate and reliable information at your side. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete online manual at Haynes.com.
Rear brake pads. Warning: the dust created by the brake system may contain asbestos, which is harmful to your health. Never blow out brake dust with compressed air and avoid inhaling any of it. An approved filtering mask should be worn when working on the brakes. Do not, under any circumstances, use petroleum-based solvents to clean brake parts. Use aerosol brake system cleaner only. Note: disc brake pads must be replaced on both front or both rear wheels at the same time. Never replace the pads on only one wheel. Work on one brake assembly at a time using the opposite brake assembly as reference if necessary. Open the door and pull the hood release lever located just above the driver's side kick panel. Slide the hood safety latch to the left, then raise the hood upwards. Release the hood prop rod from the clip on the right side of the engine compartment and place the prop rod into its slot in the hood. Remove the cap from the brake fluid reservoir. To prevent brake fluid from possibly overflowing the reservoir when the calipers are fully retracted, use a syringe or suction gun to remove brake fluid until the reservoir is approximately half full. Open the door and apply the handbrake. Chock the front wheels to prevent the vehicle from rolling. Remove the rear wheel hubcap using a large blade screwdriver or tire iron. Loosen the rear wheel lug nuts. Place a floor jack under center of the suspension subframe and raise the vehicle. Then support it with a jack stand placed at the notched reinforced area of the rocker panel seam. On the opposite side, support it with a jack stand placed in the notched reinforced area of the rocker panel seam and remove the floor jack. Remove the rear wheel lug nuts and remove the wheels. Position a drain pan under the brake assembly and clean the caliper and surrounding area with brake system cleaner. Position a large C-clamp over the caliper and squeeze the pistons back into their bores a little at a time to provide room for the new brake pads. As the pistons are depressed to the bottom of their caliper bores, the fluid in the master cylinder reservoir will rise. Be sure it does not overflow. Hold the caliper upper guide pin with one wrench while loosening the caliper mounting bolt. Remove the upper bolt and lower the caliper down. Support the caliper with a length of wire to avoid placing any strain on the brake hose. Remove the outer and inner brake pads. Take note of the position of the pad wear indicator if equipped. Remove the brake pad support plates. Clean the mounting bracket with brake cleaner and a shop rag to remove all remaining debris. Lubricate the support plates where the pads will contact them. Install the lower and upper pad support plates onto the caliper. Remove the upper caliper guide pin and lubricate it. Slide the lower guide pin out of the bracket while it is still attached and lubricate it. Install the inner and outer brake pads on the mounting bracket. Note: if desired, apply an anti-squeal compound to the backs of both new pads where they mate with the caliper and piston. Allow the compound to cure for a few minutes before installing the pads. Remove the caliper support wire and rotate the caliper up and back over the brake pads. Reinstall the caliper upper mounting bolt and tighten the upper caliper mounting bolt to the specified torque setting. Repeat this procedure for the brake pads on the other side. Pump the brake pedal slowly several times to seat the pads against the disc, then apply the parking brake several times. Reinstall the rear wheels and lug nuts and tighten by hand. Using a floor jack, raise the opposite side of the vehicle, then remove the jack stand. Then lower the rear of the vehicle to the ground. Tighten the wheel lug nuts to the specified torque setting. Install the rear wheel hubcap, making sure it is fully seated against the rim. Check the brake fluid level in the master cylinder reservoir and add clean new brake fluid if necessary until the fluid reaches the max mark in the reservoir. Install the reservoir cap. Check the operation of the brakes before driving the vehicle in traffic. Try to avoid heavy brake applications until the brakes have been applied lightly several times to fully seat the pads.